caring and making a difference? Call today, 873-7441. Hospice of Marion County, making more moments of life possible.
Hi, this is Vanessa Lane Jennings with the Jennings Law Firm, located here in beautiful Ocala. Join me every single Friday at 10:30 for Legal Lane. We'll be discussing various legal topics such as family law, criminal law, contracts, and much more. So this is your chance to call in with your legal questions and have them answered. That's every Friday, 10:30, right here, WOCA The Source.
All right, 25 minutes before 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. And looks like it's another typical day in July. Nice looking day. 83 degrees right now. 90 the expected high today. With a 90% chance we'll see rain most likely in the afternoon. So it looks like you can expect those clouds to move in and drop some moisture on your head.
Yeah.
All right, we got a few things I wanted to make sure that you know about. First of all, there are some veterans who need bicycles. The Homeless Veterans Shelter is asking us to ask you if you can help them acquire some bicycles. Men's bicycles is what it says. It says any, big capital letters, any that are in reasonable shape, we will fix and bring to them. And who are we? Who are they? Who is this from? It's the Democratic Club from On Top of the World. Thank you.
Yes.
Call Ronnie at 352-438-3354, and they will pick the bicycles up. They will refurbish them if it's necessary, and then deliver them to the veterans. If you would like to donate one yourself and bring it, you can bring it to the Ritz on Highway 40, also known as Silver Springs Boulevard.
Yep.
You can call Roy Daniels or Maria Caban. They are from the Independent Living Counselor Volunteers of America, Florida. And I'm going to give you the address, 111 Northeast 12th Avenue, Ocala. That's the Ritz, right?
The Ritz Veterans Village, yep.
Okay.
The veterans are housed there, and that is a wonderful program that they're doing.
So, yeah, the Democratic Club of On Top of the World asking for bicycles for veterans. They do not need to be in perfect shape. They will refurbish them. Nice.
That is wonderful. We have to support our veterans. Have to always.
Yeah, and just, the other part of that, too, is when I see bicyclists on the road, I either get over to the next lane if that's possible. I just there's so many stories of bicyclists getting hit. There's so many more bicycles out there lately. I don't know if it's because people are just choosing to be more bicycling, I don't know, or if it's a money thing. But I don't like doing the news and finding out a story about a bicyclist that gets hit, so that's why I move over. I move over every single time. I had a close call one time with a young bicyclist up in New York. You were with me. We went to Long Island. I went to show you my old stomping grounds, and oh man, I was driving really slow, just showing you around, and it was early in the morning. There wasn't a car on the road. Remember? I do. And all of a sudden, right there, he was right there, young guy on a bicycle, and thank God we didn't hit each other, or he didn't hit me, I didn't hit him, but oh my gosh, it scared me.
Yeah, he just was flying across that road.
Yeah.
Gosh.
School is out right now. However, school will be in not too long of a time, in a few weeks.
August 10th.
So, there's this really lovely lady named Suzanne McGuire, Susie McGuire, and she hooked up with the Marion County Veterans Organizations a long time ago, and the school board, the public school system. She teamed up with all of them 16 years ago, Robin. 16 years ago.
Isn't that something? Yeah, and she founded this program.
And she created the Stuff the Bus program. I'm sure it goes without saying that you already know, and I know there's a political side to this, but that's not what I want to get into right now. The political side is how come teachers don't have all of the supplies they need, and how come students don't have the supplies they need? Well, they don't. And talk to your politician. But in the meantime, if you can help them out, they're looking for clothing for the children, which is not up to the schools, but sometimes there are homeless families, children who are in need. They need some school supplies. Clothing is one of them, shoes, for example. Also hygiene items, financial contributions. They always will accept money or gift cards. The campaign has collected more than $500,000 in the 16 years they've been doing this. And the way they do it is they park a bus with it clearly marked "Stuff the Bus." It's a symbol of Marion County's generous heart. Every year they give us the information so that we can tell you where they will be, so you can help them out. I'm chuckling because I hear somebody tuning up a saxophone.
Yeah, that's so cool.
So that
Ellen.
This Saturday is Saturday, July 15th.
Yes.
Okay, so Saturday, July 15th. The Stuff the bus will be at the Walmart on Highway 200. That's the one right here near us, right? Or is that
On
the one
Easy
down?
Street?
It says 9570.
Oh, that's by 484.
Oh, that's one way down there.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's by the 484.
Okay, so the Walmart way down there by 484. That's the Walmart. They'll be at this Saturday.
West of the interstate.
On July 22nd, they will be at the Walmart in Silver Springs. And then on July 29th, they'll be at the Walmart in Silver Springs Shores. Not to confuse the two.
Yeah.
If you're making a check, make it payable to Stuff the Bus. And if you don't want to go to the bus, you can send it to the Marion County Public Schools at 1614 East Fort King Street here in Ocala, and they will put it toward the children and the needs of those children. You know, they go to school. The kids who are more fortunate, you know, they show up with their new shoes and their new clothing, and they looking sharp, you know, and the kids who don't have that kind of luxury and those blessings, they, you know, it's good to get them off on the same foot so they're all looking and feeling good. Anyway, if you can help them out, that's a wonderful program. Suzanne is such a lovely lady.
Yep, we do every year. We help them out. Suzanne McGuire founded this program, and she works there. Almost 1,000 children deemed homeless in Marion County, so we have to help them out.
This next one I wanted to pass along to you is happening right here at the Paddock Mall. This will be Saturday, July 22nd, which is a week from this Saturday. The Paddock Mall will be hosting the Kid X Touch a Truck and Food Truck Festival. It'll be Saturday. Hey, Brian. It'll be on Saturday, July 22nd. Foodies, it says here, can enjoy music and locally sourced fares from area food truck vendors, while children have the opportunity to explore various public vehicles and play in the kids zone. What does that mean? Like fire engines? Is that what they mean?
I guess so.
The Touch a Truck and Food Truck Festival will take place in the parking lot adjacent to Belk on a week from Saturday, the 22nd, from 3 p.m. till 6 p.m. The event is free, but of course the food costs will vary from truck to truck.
And I think Joe Martone's the MC for that event.
Oh, is he? Okay, I didn't know.
That's so cool.
Event goers are encouraged to shop the Paddock Mall's popular retailers, such as, well, here we go. Here's the ad. Belk, Macy's, JCPenney, you got the whole picture.
That's right.
Anyway, bring the kids here, have some fun with them, and eat. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Kid X events are always super duper, and they have movies sometimes in the evening by Belk, you know, on Saturday nights, and it's just such a wonderful thing the Paddock Mall does for the children in our community.
All right. This morning we were talking about the healthy road trip snacks that we didn't get to, so I wanted to cover some of that. But also, today is National Clarihue Day.
Yes, it is.
National Clarihue Day. And
I love what you wrote.
And do you want? I wrote something new.
Okay.
For you.
For me.
I wrote a better one for you than the one I winged. All right, so today, July 10th, each year, people celebrate National Clarihue Day. I never heard of it before, so you're not alone if you also haven't. It's a 4-line poem that is a biography of somebody. This is started by an English novelist named Edmund Clarihue Bentley. He lived from 1875 until 1956. He wrote his first ever Clarihue back in when he was 16 years old, and his was about Sir Humphrey Davy. The poem, the 4-line poem, also known as a Clarihue, went something like this: Sir Humphrey Davy abominated gravy. He lived in the odium of having discovered sodium. So that is his. So I wrote one for myself. Lawrence Howard Whitler just never was the littler. Always from the start, worked with music and with art. And I wrote one for you, Robin.
Oh, you wrote a cool one for Galen, you know, too.
I wrote one for you, too.
Thank you.
My good friend, Robin McBlain. Talent, humor, and brains. In art, music, and radio, the most creative person I know. How about that, huh?
Thank you so much.
And other people are starting to join into. So write your Clarihue. Clarihue. I want to hear your Clarihues. All right, on the other side, I got the 15 healthy road trip snacks that nutritionists love.
Nice.
Nutritionists. I don't think a whatchamacallit bar is on there, or a Snicker bar. I'm just guessing those aren't on there, but we'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accidents. On this Monday, partly sunny with a thunderstorm or two in the area, mainly during the afternoon hours, high 89 to 93. It clear to partly cloudy Monday night. There may be a late night shower along the coast, low 73 inland, 79 on the coast. Tuesday, partly sunny with a thunderstorm around from late morning on, the high 89 to 93. On Wednesday, partly sunny with an afternoon thunderstorm, high 89 to 93. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Joe Lundberg.
Don't get caught without your daily source of senior deals. Pick up your copy of the Senior Voice newspaper. It's your source for schedule and events tailored to seniors, with information you need, like a list of free events in the area. We even have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company to you that fits your needs. And all we ask in return is that you tell them where you heard about them. For more information, call Tom's Picks, 352-804-1223. And pick up your copy of the Senior's Voice at most any business up and down the 200 corridor.
Now read Ocala Downtown newspaper online.
Veterans are the foundation upon which our freedom is built. Listen to The Source, WOCA, each Thursday at 9 a.m. to Veterans News with Hank Whittier from Vets Helping Vets. You'll hear tributes, information on veterans issues, and stories that will make you laugh, cry, and feel proud. Veterans News always focuses on the military, past and present, and on our first responders. Veterans News is brought to you each week by Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens and Nursery, keeping you blooming since 1952. Robin, how do you like my design?
You're designing a box?
That's not a box. It's a doghouse.
Rough draft for your rough? Sounds like you need personal service.
I do?
Yes, to print the blueprints. See Mark at the Personal Service Center. He can print blueprints, notarize permit applications, print and mail out invoices, and even provide great-looking business cards.
Personal Service Center. That's the one on the corner of Northeast 25th Avenue and 24th Street, right?
Just look for the yellow signs. Your pedigree palace will be a reality in no time.
That was the sound of a tree falling. It could be your tree. You're going to have it trimmed, but never got around to calling Pride Tree Service. It could have fallen in a field, and now all you have to do is call Pride Tree Service, and they'll have it quickly out of the way for a great price. But don't wait until the tree falls. It may not fall in the field. It may hit your car, your house, or worse. So call Pride Tree Service today and avoid all those headaches before they happen. Pride Tree Service, 572-2510. That's 572-2510.
Whether you're just starting out in your career or ready to make a change, being a commercial pilot is within your reach. The FAA has predicted that in the next few years, the number of planes in the sky will double, and that means a lot more jobs in aviation. Ocala Aviation has teamed up with an accredited university, enabling you to get a college degree in aviation while training to be a commercial pilot. And with options like financial aid, grants, and scholarships, it's never been a better time to get your new career in aviation started today. For more information, call me at Ocala Aviation, 352-861-7484.
All right. 12 minutes before 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. All right, we promised this earlier, so let's do it now. When you go on a road trip, it doesn't have to be a super long one, but we've probably gone on all length of road trips. I have had mixed feelings about this. Sometimes I will put a cooler in the car and put food in it, and other times I will just say, you know what, I'm just going to stop. It's good to stop because then you get out of your car, you get the walk around break, you know?
Yeah.
So when I was much younger, I would drive a lot because I had to. I was up in New York a lot, and I played a lot of music gigs, different places, and so I was driving a lot. And I got into some really bad habits, and the bad habits were chips and sodas and candy bars and not so healthy necessarily, like hot dogs, things like that. I was always like doing that kind of junk, and then I started feeling crappy from it all, and decided I would start packing apples, and I did. I would have a cooler because I like the cold apple, and so I would pack cold apples in my car, and that would be my thing of my food of choice. I know it's hard to believe, but back in those days, there was nobody selling bottled water.
No.
Nobody had bottled water for sale.
Nope.
You could do your own, but there was no bottled water. So if you had any drink at all, it would be club soda. And back then, it was all in a glass bottle, which made another, kind of an issue for me because I didn't want to have a lot of glass bottles in the car, if you know what I mean. But anyway, so that was then. This is now. So here are some healthy choices if you want to go on a road trip and bring some road trip snacks along. This is from... let's see, the Health Warriors at Newsmax Health.
Okay.
The nutritionist Tara Gidus. There we go. Tara Gidus. Oh, Tara Gidus in Collingwood. There's a whole name. Okay. So listen to this. So the first thing she says is seltzer water, just like I said. I used to do, because back then there was no bottled water.
Right.
Your hunger craving may simply signal the need to hydrate, she says. While water is fine, it's a treat to opt for flavored, zero-calorie seltzer waters like LaCroix or Dasani. You may also want to pack a sports drink like Gatorade. Well, I've heard Gatorade's got some bad parts to it, right?
Exactly. Not for me
to keep your electrolyte levels in balance, especially when you're traveling during hot summer months. Yeah, Gatorade's sometimes red Gatorade does get people sick.
Yep, it does. So I stay away.
Just saying that. Now here's one. I've never thought about doing this. Hard-boiled eggs.
Oh yeah, I love those. Those are a great snack.
That is a good idea.
Yeah, but you gotta, you peel them all before your trip, so you're not trying to peel them and drive.
Yeah. Do you know what I like lately though? I like. Let me see if it's on here. I like. It does say nuts. I like pistachios. You know why?
Why?
Because you can't grab a handful. You have to do one at a time.
Oh, because you gotta.
Like a bird. You have to eat like a bird.
Because you gotta open it.
Yeah.
And throw the shell away, and then eat the. Middle part.
So it gives you something to do, and you're not necessarily eating a whole lot. I mean, you're eating very, very little, actually.
Yeah.
By the time you get into the thing, right?
Yeah, something to do is a good idea.
But anyway, hard-boiled eggs, sometimes called the perfect protein. Eggs contain all the essential amino acids you need. And I think you're right, Robin. Peel them before you get in the car.
Yeah, because you can always put them in a Ziploc bag and stick them in a cooler.
Another thing that I suppose would require a cooler is Greek yogurt. Don't know why Greek, but I will often pick up a yogurt at a gas station or an airport store, she says. All yogurts are good sources of calcium, potassium, protein, and B vitamins. Sprinkle on nuts or fresh fruit for an extra nutrition. So there you go.
Yeah, you can make your own parfaits before you leave the house. You just make it all.
Now here's an interesting one. This is a nutritionist, and she says dark chocolate is a good snack to have on a road trip.
There you go. It's my number one choice is a candy Hershey bar.
She says keep them in the freezer before you embark on your journey to keep the chocolate cold and yummy in a cooler along the way. I would say, yeah, because in the car, you know what's going to happen.
Yeah, it'll melt instantly.
They're going to melt, yes.
Yeah, it takes no time at all.
It says chia squeeze.
Oh, now what is chia squeeze?
When you need a delicious pick-me-up along the way, try one of the new organic chia squeeze pouches with flavors like cherry beet, blackberry bliss, mango coconut, and wild raspberry.
All I can see are chia pets when you say that.
I know.
I can't understand that.
You can buy the travel-ready packs online at Amazon or at your local grocery store. Wow, I don't even know what that is.
Travel ready. I invented travel ready. When my kids grew up, I invented everything you could take along.
Good morning. You're on the air.
Patented it.
Morning, guys.
Hi, you.
Say, when I'm taking a nice little a long drive, I don't know if it's very healthy or not, but I always love to have a couple of Slim Jims on hand.
Slim Jims, yes. Jerkies are on the list here.
There you go.
Good. Yeah. And, I mean, if you get hungry, they're very filling. Just a couple of those little guys that'll hold you over. You're good for another couple 100 miles, you know.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, those are good stuff.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Hugh. All right, hummus. I'm not a big fan of hummus.
No, me neither. And I've tried it. I've kept my mind open with the different flavors and stuff, but I can't wrap my head around it.
Hummus is especially good if you're pregnant, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's got folate, and I guess that's good for pregnant.
Folic acid.
Keep a tub of hummus in a cooler along with storage bags of prepared raw vegetables. So you dip the hummus. Okay, I just haven't warmed up to this one yet.
Yeah, but see, this is like passenger stuff because if you're the driver, how can you like be eating yogurt and
right.
With a spoon and everything and a fork when you got to pay attention to the road?
Right. Yeah.
Even a hard-boiled egg, if you start to choke, you're going to run off the side of the road. Well, you shove the whole thing in your mouth. Some people do that.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. So
here's another one. Dry oatmeal. It says all you need is hot water and a cup to make a meal. There you go, dry oatmeal.
There you are.
Dry. I guess they mean dry instant oatmeal, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
Actually, all oatmeal is instant, right?
I use oatmeal on my yogurt.
Right?
Yeah, it's good.
Dried fruit is too sugary, she says, so use fresh and frozen fruit.
Yeah, fresh fruit is good.
Well, this is what I used to do. I used to do apples, though. I didn't really vary a whole lot.
Yeah, but apples, that was your fruit of choice then.
I mentioned pistachios. She says nuts in general. She says almonds. She says also bean crisps and bean crisps.
I don't know what those are.
Roasted broad bean crisp with flavors like sweet cinnamon and cocoa dusted. I don't know what that is.
I don't either.
Another road trip healthy snack is the cheese stick.
Yeah, those are easy to eat.
Most mini marts stock these handy individually wrapped snacks in the refrigerator section. Cheese sticks are high in protein and calcium to maintain stamina on the road. Mm-hmm. Popcorn, oh my gosh, popcorn is a mess.
It is a mess, but it's good.
Everyone's favorite movie snack is also great for road trips.
Or Cheetos. Cheetos is up there on my list.
Cheetos, oh yeah, but was that healthy though?
No, that's right. But popcorn is healthy.
Rice cakes and nut butters. Rice cakes topped with delicious creamy nut butter in handy squeeze packs from Justin's Nut Butter and other makers will make the whole family happy. Like you say, Robert, this is for the kids in the back seat, this one.
Yeah. The driver, apples seem like the most thing. Apples and nuts for the driver.
Hugh mentioned the what do you call it?
The Slim Jims.
Slim Jims.
Yeah.
Is that the same thing as beef jerky, or is it two different things?
No, it's different. The Slim Jims are the round ones.
Okay.
And the beef jerky's the flat, and like Jerry Steele makes.
So chewy, savory turkey or beef jerky can satisfy a variety of appetites and is readily available at nearly every mini mart or truck stop. Yeah, they're all over the place.
Gotta have good teeth for beef jerky, though.
It says, look for the brands that have the lowest sodium and the lowest fat content.
There you go.
And finally, I think you probably saw this one coming, energy bars. She says, remember, energy bars are not all created equal. I guess they want you to look at the ingredients to make sure that they are going to be healthy and not just labeled as healthy. Mm-hmm. So I guess you have to use your own knowledge in order to be able to determine that. So
exactly.
So there you go. All right, we will take a little break, and when we come back, guess what? We've got Carol Kane waiting in the wings. She's coming in with a guest named, is it Alan Darcy?
I thought that's how I heard it pronounced, but there's a gentleman out there with a saxophone.
Sure
maybe
is.
It's Alan.
Sure. Oh, Alan Darcy.
Yeah, maybe it's Alan.
Darcy. Okay, all right. Well, we'll find out when we go on the air. It's Alan. Yeah, I heard.
Alan.
I just got the nod. I just got the nod.
All right.
Carol's trips. If you ever, oh my gosh, I so much want to do what she talks about, taking a cruise someplace. Mm-hmm. All right, we'll take a little break. Carol Kane will be here in just a little bit. We're going to hear some saxophone music. That's kind of cool. We'll be right back. This is The Source, WOCA Ocala.
Here is your 30-second news brief. The city of Ocala has temporarily closed the Letty Tolles Dog Park due to concerns over the H3N2 canine influenza virus. Orlando attorney John Morgan has again hinted at running for governor. Airmen from Patrick Air Force Base rescued 2 men stranded on a boat that caught on fire 500 miles from shore. And Vice President Mike Pence is laughing off a photo that shows him putting his hand on a piece of NASA gear marked Critical Space Hardware Do Not Touch. And that is your news brief from the